Hello everyone, this is Dr. Mihir Shah once again with another video. In this video, we're going to discuss about the most important theory question that you need to study under the subject Auditing 1. Again, a very important video for all the TYBBI Sem V student. So in this video, we are going to break up important topics from each module, important distinguishes and important short notes that you need to cover up. So let us start one by one. First is module 1. Now under module 1, these are the following questions that need to be covered up. Number 1, explain the advantages and limitation of auditing. Next, define the term auditing and explain the scope of auditing. Next, what are the qualities of auditors? Next, define auditing and explain the basic principles of auditing. Next, define the term auditing and briefly explain its characteristic. Next, we have defined the term auditing and explain its objectives. So these are the first set of important questions that you need to cover up under module 1. You all can go through it once. Okay, the next set of questions under module 1. What preparation is necessary by the client before commencement of audit? Briefly explain the auditor's duty regarding errors and fraud. Explain the concept of true and fair view in auditing. Next, what are the duties of auditor in respect of window dressing? Write detailed note on secret reserve of the company. Next, we have defined errors and explain the types of errors. So these are the next set of important questions under module 1. You can go through it once. Next, explain the types of fraud in detail. Discuss the continuous audit with its advantages and disadvantages. Discuss the final audit with its advantages and disadvantages. Explain the classification of audit on the basis of authority, and what is meant by interim audit and what are the advantages of interim audit. So these are the most important topics that you need to cover up under module 1. Next, we have module 2. Under module 2, these are the following questions that needs to be covered up. Explain the content of audit program. What are the essentials of a good audit program? What is audit program and explain the advantages of audit program? What is audit working paper? Explain the importance of audit working paper. Next, we have explained the content of audit working papers. Explain the meaning and content of audit notebook. What do you mean by terms of engagement of auditors? And lastly, explain the factors to be considered while preparing an audit plan. These are important topics all under module 2. You all can go through it once. Okay, next is module number 3. Explain the audit sampling and how does the auditor select the sample size. Next, explain the method of selecting the sample. Next, we have explained the factors determining the sample size. Next, we have explained the audit sampling and how the auditor selects the sample size. Next, we have explained the concept of test checking and its advantages and limitations. Next, we have what is test check and what are the precautions the auditor takes regarding the test check. Next, we have what are the auditor's duty regarding internal control. Again, important topics under module 3. You can go through it once. Okay, here are the next set of module 3 questions. What are internal checks and what are the objectives of internal checks? What is internal control system for salary and wages? Explain the importance of internal control in company's organization. Or what is internal control and what are the duties of an auditor in respect of internal control? Nextly, we have explained the general consideration while framing the system of internal check. We have the distinguish between internal audit and statutory audit, and what are the limitations of internal control. So these are all the questions under module 3. Next we have module 4. Here are the questions that you need to cover up. What do you mean by vouching, and how will the auditor vouch the following? So you can have advertisement expense, sales, credit sales, you have salaries and wages. Next you have how would you vouch rental income, or distinguish between vouching and verification. Vouching is considered as an essence of auditing. That's nothing but the importance of vouching. Then we have how would an auditor vouch a traveling expense, write a short note on voucher can come. Explain various points to be considered in the course of vouching, objectives of vouching, how would you vouch cash sales, commission received, income tax, rent paid, credit purchases, wages, telephone expense. Okay, so these are all different questions they can ask you. How would you vouch the following? And lastly, what are the features of vouchers? Again, all the questions are very important. Similar question, you just need to do one answer and you can repeat those answers in all those questions. Next we have module 5. How will you as an auditor verify plant and machinery? Again, distinguish between vouching and verification come under module 5 also. Verification of patent. How would you verify cash sale, debtors, okay, outstanding expenses, copyright, cash at bank, trademark, rent paid, petty cash, bills payable, closing stock, proposed dividends, suppliers of good, investment. So basically all the various types of verification of assets and liabilities can come. How would you verify them? Along with that, you can even have additional question like what is verification and what are the advantages. Okay, that is one additional question which needs to be learned, and what are the points that you need to consider during verification. So very important question. Again, similar answers can be written for all these, for the asset side and for the liability side. Okay, so you can go through it once. Okay, next we have distinguishes. First we have distinguish between internal audit and external audit. Next is write the distinguish between working papers and audit notebook. You can have distinguish between accounting and auditing, test checking and routine checking, auditing and investigation. Okay, advantages of internal audit was in the first part only, so it can just repeat it there. You can just ignore that question. So these are important distinguishes which you need to cover up. And lastly we have all the short notes. So I'll just go through the short notes. Again, most of the answers are already covered in long answers, so we are just going to repeat. Few of them might be new. So internal audit versus external audit, distinguish between accounting, auditing, statutory audit, internal audit, vouching, verification, internal audit, internal check, true and fair view, balance sheet audit, inherent limitations of auditing. Next we have concurrent audit, auditor's lien, auditing techniques, error of commission, window dressing, statutory audit, audit planning, interim audit. So those are all the parts of that answers. Okay, like types of audit, types of errors, types of fraud. So any one of them can be asked as short note. And lastly, what are the essentials of vouchers, verification, going concern concept, 5 auditing principle, continuous audit, audit working papers, method of sampling, and compensating errors. So these are various short notes which needs to be covered up under this subject. So I hope everyone has noted down all the important topics, long answers and short note and distinguishes under the subject Auditing 1. So with that we will be ending this video here. Thank you.